Hello everyone, this is Meghna. Today I'm going to recite a poem on the new world. Was it all just a dream? No, never. I can never dare to just call it a dream because all my life I had never dreamt of a disaster like what the mankind had faced. The only cry was social distancing, quarantine, and isolation. It might be stormy, but it cannot rain forever. We had almost lost track of time, space, and orientation. But things got better with time. Can we just call this the beginning? Because in all this, there's a lot in store for the future to foresee. To sustain ourselves for the future, it's high time to bring the new normal. Every life matters because each one of us have our own role to play. I always believe that what you give is what you get. Something you destroy today will destroy you tomorrow. By putting little steps together, we can protect our nature and wildlife. This isn't your job or mine. It is our job. We have to get it done by ourselves. In another 20 years, there comes the new generation, where they live in a world shaped by us. There is no doubt about we being the most developed species in this world. Maybe that's where the problem lies. The very feeling of superiority brought by us. It's all a matter of change. It seems difficult until it's done. Each one of us can take an initiative to spread love, show respect. That's all what it takes. At the end, we are all just walking each other home.
Help me, I mumble through my tied mouth. I banged my cuffs to the chair I was tied. I swallowed my helpless tears, but I never gave up. My throat hurt from how much I screamed. Did I stop? Not for a second. If it hurt, I made it hurt more. And if it didn't, I made sure it would. You'll get out of this. I persuaded myself. I biffed my cuffs to the back of my chair, so much that my hands became numb. So much the cuffs almost broke. I hit it and banged it more. I yelped on the top of my voice. Suddenly, my cuffs busted. I widened my eyes in joy, untied myself from this hellhole. I finally walked in freedom. If anything, that experience made me stronger.
The perpetual ire. Winter is a hallucinated murderer, menacing profusion of blood and snow, betrothed to pious autumn, deceitful to trivial desires. Summer, the winter's bitten oyer, arrives on eastern showers, stirring the cycles into discomposure, blending the dead with lilac trees. What has the wind reserved for us? What soil do these corpses bloom? Adam's boy raised neither hope nor hopelessness in this mud-cracked swollen floor, where the tumid river crawls along the burning reed. There is not even truthfulness or falsity in this doomed land where children unite in apparent stillness, but only blood dripping from this empty rock. Let us all be blood dripping from this empty rock to see whether blood suspires in this fulminant conflagration, or whether it retreats to where it arose from. O Virgin Mary, will it be so kind to me? Tall towers swoon over repugnance prior to dry meadows, like the evening star which settles down in deprivation of its dwindling spark in the darkness of light, where consciousness wobbles to disparage, as if the empyrean and impious were unitedly divided. O Holy Mother, is this what we should dare not call judgment? Where are the words enchanted by clairvoyant wizards? Where have they disappeared in this moment of bewilderment? Where are the tongues that have tasted blood in empty cisterns? The guilt of subjugated prejudice returns in the thought of its redemption from the point from where it began to stagger, and gets terminated at where it was first sought after, within the human conscience of realization of all kinds of motives present in our actions. Let me live unseen, unknown. Let me sit by the waters of Lethe in permanency before you return with another reason to depart. O Mother, lamosci move still alter stelle. Winter dawn shall stride to meet the autumn dust at the autumn hour.
Evolve into humans. Was it first when a third grader's novice eyes witnessed the parents lying about the child's grade so that the world is impressed? The same parents who narrate stories with morals leave the child confused with what is wrong and what is noble. Or was it when an adolescent, in the most crucial stage of life, saw his brother's online comment, which was nothing less than slaughtering through knife? The same brother who claims to protect his sister, who's already enough bold, did not hesitate to body shame a girl hiding in the escape hole of the digital world. Or was it when a public figure who was claiming to protect abused children just for fame's sake was found tormenting his own kids without even giving them a tiny bit of break? Or was it just a friend who made him believe that you need to take unethical paths to meet your end? Now the belief systems formed so strong that one loses the ability to see what's right and what's wrong. Now there is no hinge of hesitation if the aim is to earn money even through the means of corruption. It was all these hypocrisies of the world that has hampered the belief systems by the contrast of what is done and what is told. For not following your ethics just as much as minimal has led to the birth of these reoccurring chain of criminals. To put an end to this vicious cycle of assault, abuse, corruption, along with cybercrime, harassment and abduction, where people are more scarier than demons, when will we all sapiens evolve into humans?
जब जब गम का बादल लहराया, आंखों में भी नमी था छाया, ये ख्वाहिशें भी हमसे रूठने लगी जब जब मंजिलों पे हमने कदम बढ़ाया। फिर एक कमरे में हम कैद हुए, ना जाने कितनों के सपने कहर हुए। फिर इन दीवारों ने भी तन्हाइयों को दस्तक दे दी और हमने भी अपने अंदर ही बनते इस पिंजरे में पनाह ले ली। अश्कें बहती गई, मन रूठता गया, कैसे बताऊं सबको ये सोच के होठ फिसलता गया। फिर नजरें फेरी तो कुछ लोग दिखे, इस बेचैनी में भी वो क्या खूब डटे, इस बीमारी में भी वो जरा ना झुके और ना जाने कितने ख्वाबों के वो पंख बने। तो ये बुरा वक्त है, निकल जाएगा, तुम देखना फिर से खुशियों का सूरज लहराएगा। बादलें भी बरसाएंगी खुशियों की बारिश, तुम सब्र रखो, ये वक्त भी निकल जाएगा।
Fight against pandemic. This story is all about the world of loss and fear. The COVID-19 coronavirus. Yes, this one is the main highlight of this year. We don't want to dwell in this pandemic, but tell me, what can we do except doing a prayer? I know that this year your eyes were filled with tears without even a single wink here, and your heart felt a lot of pressure not knowing any cause, so whatever, and your mind becomes a zigzag puzzle not having any solution, so it comes to you as a dazzle. I know that your inner emotional function is not working in a proper way, and you want to go to your pink city land of imagination just to escape this reality and get away. I know that your throat gets dry, heart gets sick, and your soul becomes too numb. But hey, don't fear, we can make this world beautiful again, because we are not dumb. I know that this year was worst nightmare, but we are all together in this, and now we are taking care of our welfare. Guys, life will never stop. It will run, run and run. It's not just for you and me, it's for everyone. I feel when this all will get over, we will take care that we are not going to take things for granted again as we used to do forever. We are like birds. We are like birds which fell down on the ground with pain, but we know that we can fly over again. Now we'll try our best to come out from this nightmare and dream for tomorrow so that we can make a future. Believe me, we can fight and get back together, cause world beyond pandemic is waiting for us. Thank you.
The biggest problem Indian youth faced, I felt, was a lack of clarity of vision, a lack of direction. It was then that I decided to write about the circumstances and people who made me what I am today. The idea was not merely to pay tribute to some individuals or highlight certain aspects of my life. What I wanted to say was that no one, however poor, underprivileged or small, need feel disheartened about life. Problems are a part of life. Suffering is the essence of success. As someone said, God has not promised skies always blue, flower-strewn pathways all our life through. God has not promised sun without rain, joy without sorrow, peace without pain. I will not be presumptuous enough to say that my life can be a role model for anybody. But some poor child living in an obscure place, in an underprivileged social setting, may find a little solace in the way my destiny has been shaped. It could perhaps help such children liberate themselves from the bondage of their illusory backwardness and hopelessness. Irrespective of where they are right now, they should be aware that God is with them. And when He is with them, who can be against them? Let the latent fire in the heart of every Indian acquire wings, and the glory of this great country light up the sky.